everyone, welcome to another episode of Stating the Obvious. And as you can see, we're in person. A very rare, once in a lifetime kind of occasion for Stating the Obvious, but we decided...
Hopefully not once in a lifetime.
I'm dying tomorrow.
Okay. We're going to make this a more frequent occurrence, us being here together, recording in person, but...
We'll try it.
We have a nice little setup. So we're going to be recording another episode today. And behind us, you can't see it, but we have Super Smash Bros. Loaded up. We're going to just be playing in the background, talking. It's supposed to be a little lunchtime conversation, but this time we have Smash.
We did often play Smash.
We did often play Smash.
Yeah, you know,
It's
lore
very
accurate.
good.
So we are staying true to the Stating the Obvious culture. And that's what we have prepared. Also, we're recording in person, but it is also our Christmas edition episode. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year soon, and happy holidays to everyone out there listening. It's going to be a good episode.
Yes.
I hope so.
I hope.
So. It's our first time doing this. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments. We love engagement.
Cal. Means you.
That's you, Cal. To our 7 listeners. Some in Sweden.
That's true.
Our European listeners, even though you may be in a different time zone. But regardless, we're going to get started today's episode. And what would an episode of Stating the Obvious be without our obvious facts? Cobb. Starts off strong, Cobb.
All right. So my obvious fact is you can taste things just by thinking about what they would taste like. Just look at an object in this room and think, if I lick that, what would it taste like? And you can just imagine it.
I'm looking at you, Cobb.
I think we all started.
We were all looking at Cobb too again.
But just like any like a pillow or a rug or like the table, just imagine that you're tasting it and licking it. You can 100% taste what it would be.
I don't know if I know the taste, but I can imagine what
You can imagine it, yeah.
But I feel like if I look
You
at
can get a
food,
pretty good...
I could maybe imagine the taste.
No,
But,
yeah,
like
you
things
can-
I haven't tasted a table.
Like,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
1 million
you can taste,
percent.
the-
If you look at it and you
different
think about
fibers
it-
on the rug.
You haven't tasted wood before?
I would know what it would like feel like in my
What it
mouth.
would feel like, yeah, that's what I mean.
But I don't know what it would like genuinely taste like. Like taste is different than feel.
Okay,
Yeah,
what it
that's
feel
true,
like
that's
in your
true.
mouth is more accurate.
Like,
But you can have a good picture, even if you've never put a table in your mouth before. You'd have a pretty good idea just by imagining it.
That's a kind of a weird, obvious fact. I'm not gonna lie. Just like you're like looking at somebody like and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm thinking about how you would feel in my mouth.
It's not meant for people. No,
Hey, that's
reason-
Riz. That's Riz.
The reason
That's
I bring
Riz.
this up is because recently I was studying like the nerve connections between your tongue and your brain. They're quite strong. This is what enables this ability to
Oh.
Very nice.
taste things without actually putting them in your mouth. It's like I mean, it's like an evolution thing, right? Because when you're hunting and gathering, you need to be able. Is this thing gonna be really, really sharp and kill me?
Okay.
So it's something like, yes, I must
Supposedly.
know
Our
what this tastes
ancestors
like.
were like just looking at things just like food. Yes. No.
I feel like that is quite a common thought.
Bob, but could you gaslight yourself into thinking you're feeling something that you aren't? Like if you're, let's say, tasting the carpet, could you like gaslight yourself enough to be like?
Depends. Do you have like your sight and your like?
Let's say you can close your eyes, you can plug
like
your ears.
only taste
Yeah.
alone. Yeah.
I feel like I had that happen to me earlier today. Like I was like just like out and like I saw I saw like a soap bottle that was like designed to look like a bottle of like wine or something. Like I was like looking, I was like, why does it feel like that would taste like cranberry juice or something? Like it just looks like it. And like I know it wouldn't, but like I kind of wanted to drink it, like, you know, like
Okay.
like you've never had that happen to you, or like you're looking at like I don't know, like a bottle of like fucking chlorine gas or something. You're like
What?
that looks kind of like food.
I've never.
I don't know about chlorine
I don't know about
gas.
chlorine gas either.
I don't know, something inedible that looks like food.
I feel like you just have zero sense of self-preservation. No, I'm not gonna lie to you.
This is also true.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
It's accurate. All right, Noah, hit us with your obvious fact.
My obvious fact is that Christmas and most of our modern holidays are pretty recent inventions. You know, like Christmas songs, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, like those were all like written in like the 40s and 50s, right? Like you think about it, like this is not like some like ancient tradition. Like we basically made it up like 78 years ago to like sell stuff.
Consumerism, final boss.
Yes. I mean, I don't like
Wait,
my
so is it
thing.
like seven? So it was actually in the 40s and the 50s that
Yeah.
this was made.
Yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Actually.
Reindeer was.
I mean, Christmas has been around for a long
Yeah,
time. but, like,
Christmas, yeah, but like the common like Christmas stuff, like if you go back like 200 years, like you're like, what are you doing for Christmas? Like Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty Snowman, stockings, like all this shit. Like the vast majority of it would not be around. Like you would not have any idea what you're looking at. I mean, like maybe like Christmas trees, that sort of thing, but like the vast majority of like Christmas stuff is just like completely made up. And most of it was made up to like specifically to sell stuff. Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was like a department store jingle or something originally.
What, like, to sell what?
Like just to come
The
to the
stuff at the
department
store.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
For
just
the
goes-
store.
Yeah, it's like a Macy's commercial or something,
I think it would be Sears.
I don't know.
It
I
just
think
feels
like
like Sears.
I don't think it was Sears, but it was
Rest
like
in
one of
peace,
those
Sears.
things.
I saw something the other day about there's like it was a Freakonomics episode. They were trying to identify if the Macy's store parade was more like value and net worth than Macy's the company itself. If you
No
like, took away
way.
the parade,
That's crazy.
because the parade is the second most watched American thing after the
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl.
What? No way.
But it's only like once per
I
year.
feel like I
It is
never
once
watched
per
that
year. They
parade.
do the Macy's they do the fireworks.
Oh, just the fireworks is
But
pretty
like
watched,
they
too.
all under they do those two and one other big event, that are all under the same like Macy's like cultural branch, and then he was just talking about is like the Macy's cultural effect more valuable than the Macy's department store itself.
There's
Like
no way.
in light of the department like type stores having going down and whatnot. They couldn't come to any conclusion because you can't like ask Macy's how much do they pay the guy in your
Yeah,
department to
yeah.
do these things, or how much do they get in advertising.
I mean, you could ask them. I just
They,
don't
they
think
made some
answer.
estimates, I guess.
That's that's all you can really do.
Yeah.
Well, my real obvious fact is that it's not that. It's that we stopped doing it at some point.
What do you mean?
We've stopped just like inventing holidays. Like when was the last time we invented a holiday?
Actually, Kwanzaa was in the.
It was like
not
but
invented
that was
at
still
all.
like the '60s. Like,
Was that actually 60s?
yeah.
Oh.
It was like sort of like like it was like made up for like black culture, so they could
Yeah.
have like
I don't know,
Black
Black
Christmas.
Culture
I
Day.
don't know.
Okay.
I mean, look, I mean, it's just it is what it is.
That is by definition. Like they did it culturally for
Yeah.
African American heritage stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really make up holidays that much anymore.
We should start.
All right, Noah, what's the holiday? that
Stating
you're
the
making up?
obvious day
I think that's
Stating
a
the
good one.
obvious
I
day?
think that's
Yeah.
a good one.
That's a good day. What day are we putting
Yeah.
this on?
today.
The day we released our first episode?
Yeah.
What was that day?
I
man?
don't know.
I remember because it was my birthday.
Oh shit! Oh, there you go.
Ooh. That was the day we recorded though.
No, but that's when we first released the episode.
Mm.
Because it took Pranay like 2 months to actually edit the episode.
Oh yeah, that's back when Pranay was editing the episodes.
What are the traditions though? Like, what are
Gotta
Not on
state
the
something
podcast.
Gotta
obvious.
state an obvious fact.
true?
You gotta record a podcast
Every hour,
episode.
every hour, state something obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a big dinner at Torchy's and you do an escape room.
Then you do an
oh
escape
my
room.
god, that sounds so good. Torchies right now. I just want food. I think I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Also,
that's probably it.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
We're all hungry.
We're all hungry.
It might be a short episode today, guys.
I mean, we say it's like a lunchtime conversation, but where's our lunch?
that's a good point.
Most of the time, I
Maybe
feel
we
like-
should normalize having lunch during our podcast.
No,
recording
wait,
session.
The
Imagine-
just smacking sounds. That's like the hardest sound to take out of all the sounds we
I
have.
mean, some
It's just
people
like
pay-
slapping his lips together after he eats something.
Some people pay good money for that. Like, we just need to like AI generate like an attractive Korean girl over like this.
Over just audio.
Hey,
Just mukbang, you know?
yeah, dude, I could actually make bank. I could make bank if I was like an attractive Korean girl.
Okay.
Anyways, Pranay.
Yes, my obvious fact is a lot of the human scientific efforts in the past half century, especially in electronics and computer science, have been dedicated towards trying to make rocks think.
It's honestly the worst thing we ever did to them.
Giving them the
Like,
ability to
I mean,
think.
like, imagine being like a rock, like for like millennia.
Yeah.
No cares in the world. Like, you're a rock. You do rock things. Sometimes you get melted into lava. Sometimes you get crushed, but you're a rock. And then some like fucking humans come up, like take you, shoot lightning into you, and make you suffer.
If
For
a rock,
what?
If
Yeah.
a rock
Give you
gets crushed
brainwave.
into two, is that two separate rocks or just the same rock?
That's a good question.
It's two rocks.
Two thinking rocks.
I don't know if they're thinking. Maybe that
Lightning rocks.
they were thinking.
I mean,
Thor.
Are they like the children of the
Thor.
original?
Thor. I mean, Mjolnir is a rock, right?
And it does think.
Technically.
Well,
true.
It does
Yeah.
think.
It
So they made
does.
it wrong.
Yeah, it's made of
Ooh.
rock.
So they knew how to do it before. They knew AI long before we did.
I
I
think
guess
like-
so.
That's Guardian AI.
Yeah. And as a password, they invented passwords too.
That's
Yeah,
true.
actually.
It's a DNA. It's not even like a regular password. It's a DNA password.
It's a biometric password.
Yeah,
Good,
dude. Oh my
okay.
goodness. They were onto something.
I mean, they had even next level, the worthiness password, too.
The what?
The
The
worthiness,
worthiness,
password.
like the DNA password changed. If Thor's a bad person,
Yeah.
his DNA is no
DNA
invalid
changes.
now.
They got the spiritual password.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what they
That's one plane we haven't even attempted to reach.
Do you think we could ever do that?
I think we
Spiritual
could.
passwords?
Yeah.
I
I mean, yeah, it would like analyze your brainwaves or something, and then it'll be like, this guy.
Yeah,
is
like
this
if you're a
type
good
of
person
brain.
or a bad person, like you get X whatever
But
things.
like, who gets to decide like what makes you a good person or a bad person?
Yeah,
Me. I decide.
Okay, what makes you a good person? What makes you
I'm
worthy?
the moderator. I don't have to.
You're-
You know, in our
Yeah.
first
nothing matters
episode,
to me.
in our
Right.
first episode, Jit's intro was he was the guy who's going to build the AI to take your job.
That's true.
True.
It's true.
How many jobs have you taken?
My own.
So
One.
he's like,
Me.
I raise you.
It's just like Doctor Strange, just like holding up like one finger.
How many possible do we win? One. Marvel Rivals. I
Oh,
feel like we should
girl.
talk a little bit about.
Okay, dude.
All right.
Just, I have to tell you, I hit plat 3 today.
I don't care about your
Like the
rank,
game.
Bob. I need you to make an account for me. I need you to get it to gold so I can get a Moon Knight skin.
and you need to get me a PC.
Okay.
That-
On top of that, on top of all of that,
Yes.
and you need to fix my current PC.
Cobb, you're the only single member of this podcast. You have the most disposable
Oh.
income.
Jit has had that PC broken for long before he had a girlfriend.
Yes, but he has a girlfriend now.
Very good. Noah.
He doesn't have the money for it.
Yes, I will make sure AI doesn't take no's.
Yes, thank you. I have a job.
Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals, for anyone who does not know, is just basically an Overwatch clone with Marvel characters. It's a hero shooter. It came out earlier this month, and it's actually quite good. There's 3 classes of champions per se. You have your tanks, like Thor, Captain America, Iron Man,
we're
or Thor, Captain America,
We're
like
gaming.
the Hulk. Then you have your DPS, which there's so many of there right now. It's an
Yeah.
oversaturated category. You have like Hela, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Iron Fist, like a whole bunch of those type of characters. And then you have your supports, which like Jeff the Land Shark, Cloak and Dagger, Loki. And
They don't need to learn the whole like
the whole
lore
cast.
behind Marvel Rivals.
I would prefer if they did.
yeah.
Actually,
Oh
like,
my goodness.
And basically it's a 6v6 game. You kind of want a good balance of tanks, DPS, and supports.
I mean, I've heard the trend is that people just like DPS a lot.
yeah, the DPS is the most
so
fun.
dude.
Yeah.
It's just so ass to play any other role.
I've heard a lot of mixed things. Like people like to play a lot of DPS, but some of the supports are also really fun.
Oh, dude, Cloak and Dagger is so much fun.
Okay, why? Okay, I've seen Cloak and Dagger's kit. Why are they fun?
Because it's like a support and a DPS.
I feel like the
That just means DPS is fun.
the problem. Yeah, no, exactly. But
no, but it's Cloak. I mean, Dagger is also like a almost auto aim. Like her dagger is bounced towards.
his
No, Cloak is a girl. I mean, Dagger is the girl.
dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dagger.
Dagger is daggers bounced towards. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But I think it's fun because Cloak, like when you play healers in Marvel Rivals, what'll happen is their DPS, like at their Iron Fist or wherever the fuck, will just run at you. Like if you're
Oh,
a
yeah.
healer, everyone like the
You're
tanks
the
jump
target.
you.
You're the target.
Literally everyone jumps you.
Yeah.
And because of that, like you cannot heal for yourself. As any other healer, like you can heal a little bit.
There's this one guy I see on my YouTube.
Well, Jeff, you can peel.
who
You can
gets
heal yourself
recommended
for
on my YouTube a lot. He's just like one of the like I don't know, like analytical Marvel Live Rivals player.
Yeah.
And he's just doing a list and ranking. He's just like, yeah, like dive is not really good that right now. Like burst apparently is the legit meta, but dive is not really that good. And if that's not the case, then like why If like a
I mean,
dive
I
is
think
not
that might
good,
be
then-
more of a pro play thing. Like, I feel that lower tiers dive is really good.
Yeah.
I see.
It's because at lower tiers, really nothing matters.
Yeah.
You can just do whatever the hell you want.
But
Like,
it is so much harder, like, carry, like, than it is in other games. Like, you really need good team synergy.
no, because I've deadass lost rank games against like teams that are like 5 DPS and like a tank.
But this is on. This is not on. This is on.
This is on
On
PS5.
console.
This is on PS5.
I
Yeah.
see.
To be fair, yeah. Oh my god! But I want to keep playing DPS, so you guys should join the game and know you should play tank. Renee, you should play.
Yeah,
I'm
tank.
just
fair.
Spider-Man. I
I
told
mean,
you
like,
from
if
the
it's
beginning.
66,
I
like,
am
where are we
Spider-Man.
finding the 6? Is my question.
I'll get like someone else.
Yeah, we just get some.
We'll get someone watching the podcast right now.
Sorry.
If you're
Enter your
watching
name in the
podcast,
lottery.
comment down below.
You could be our sixth
You-
on Marvel
You
Rivals.
could play with your favorite podcast.
And on the podcast.
And yeah, you can even be a guest.
Guest on the podcast.
True.
Very good.
What if we start putting out Marvel Rivals content? Like, I feel like
What
we
if
can
we're
do that.
cracked?
We gotta catch the
Catch
Twitch
the trends.
streaming,
the
yes.
bull, bro. We gotta
Yeah.
catch the vibe.
Imagine by the time this episode comes out, it's already a dead game.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
like
Dude, I've
that.
seen some quick turnarounds. Like, let me tell you, like sometimes like game developers are just like honestly malpractice. Like in
Yeah, but the
workplace.
game was like something like the second biggest launch of the year or something.
Second
True.
biggest?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But
It was
like
huge.
I don't know,
Pretty hard.
you learn to never underestimate like the depths of like incompetence at some of these companies.
But there was. Do you guys know the game Concord by
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
by Sony?
Holy
They poured like
Concord.
what like 200,
Million.
400 million into
Like-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so much money. And then
They
the
lost
game was
all
a
of it.
complete failure. Even if
Yeah.
you look at the designs of the characters on that game, it's
Yeah.
like the most atrocious.
Oh, it
thing
was a
ever.
hero
Yes.
shooter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they market it as like inclusive of everyone.
It's like Sony's Marvel Rivals, basically.
It is their Marvel Rivals, but it's just so
It was so
uncompelling to
much.
play.
It was worse. It was way worse.
Yeah.
It's just truly terrible. I mean, their max like concurrent players, like player base, was I think
Oh, it even
700.
came out?
It came
Yeah,
out. They
yeah.
released it and
Oh.
it flopped massively.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
shit.
they ended it after like a week or something.
Yeah, it was
But
an
it like
actual
flopped
game.
from day one. It
Yeah.
wasn't like it had a huge.
Like before day one,
release.
even like the
Yeah.
trailers were like, not generating any hype whatsoever. Like people could see it like just miles
Did
away.
they also make like a small cinematic universe type thing for it too?
They
Yeah.
tried, I'm pretty sure.
like
but-
they did a whole episode of like trying to like do the lore behind the game, but like nobody gave a shit because the lore is ass.
the characters are just not compelling to like.
But
learn
that would
about.
never had hype to begin with. Like this Marvel
Yeah.
Rivals is a little
Yeah.
bit different.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not saying Marvel Rivals is like Concord. I'm just saying
Don't
like
underestimate the.
yeah, there have been like games that like came out like in like really hyped, and then like the patches like the game like post release content just like died.
Well, I feel like Cyberpunk, like
It's
when
not-
it came out, it's still a good game.
Wait,
but like,
Cyberpunk is actually good.
I
Yeah,
heard
after-
no,
that.
but when it came
the
out,
Mr.
it had
Fruit,
problems.
The Mr.
Yeah.
Fruit
Yeah.
was like also said it's like one of his favorite games
Yeah.
after they made the
Like-
DLC.
Yeah, and they fixed it. They fixed a lot of those problems.
Yeah, I'm saying because they fixed it, it was good. But on release,
But like
I heard,
if it was that good on release, it would have been like had so much more hype and incredible, like been more culturally relevant.
Oh,
in the
for
gaming
sure.
So yeah,
space.
100%.
I'll say like the one example I can think of off the top of my head is Halo Infinite. When it came out, like it had like pretty good hype because like Halo's got like big brand recognition. Like it was kind of like a return to form. And then they just didn't do shit for like the next like 2 months, and like it just died. Like they had like a winner on their hands and they just
I
like
see.
failed.
I mean, Concord had enough money to actually make a good game, man. Like,
It's not about money. It's
no, but like
Not
Viewport,
about money.
dude, if they could just give like League $400 million, like I feel like they could do something.
oh yeah, I mean
They would just make another arcade.
yeah, they would. I mean, I would not
And you know
be-
what? I'd be okay with that.
I heard they were
expended.
losing money.
They
though.
lost
lost
money,
money. on
yeah.
Their
it.
merchandise has just not been it.
I think
Well,
they expected more people to start playing
Yeah,
after arcade,
the
and then no
problem-
one did.
The problem was that all the players who play League are the ones who watch Arcane.
Yeah, oh, I mean, it's like
No,
that's
no,
No,
that's
there are a lot of
definitely not
normies.
true.
There are a lot of normies.
There's a lot of people who watch arcade who don't
Yeah.
watch. Who don't.
I mean-
No, who it did not translate. Like the League players
well,
that
yeah,
watch.
that's not how you make money off of like TV shows. Like you make
How-
money off
how
of
do you-
merchandise.
yeah.
Merchandise is it. Like
I mean, what's
Oh,
the
merch.
Arcane merchandise besides skins
like
and League?
stuffed animals, lunchbox. Like
But they're not doing that. They're just doing
yeah,
League
that's why
skins.
they're losing money.
Well, no. I like they want
should be
to
asking
like
Disney for it.
the way they were trying to make money is get people to play League and sell the skins.
yeah, I'm saying that's stupid. Like they shouldn't
Okay,
have
yeah,
done
that,
that.
yeah, it is
Yeah,
stupid,
they
yeah.
didn't think. like that much about it because I mean all they did was drop the Arcane like Survivor Jace, Arcane Survivor,
The Jinx one.
The Jinx one, which is not even that.
and it's not, they made it all like gotcha like it just wasn't.
I mean,
No, but it worked for Arcane Season 1.
no, I don't think it did.
It did. They got so many more players for Arcane Season 1.
I mean, they got new players, sure, but like I don't think it made money.
No, it's like a long-term investment. If you get a new League player, maybe they don't spend day one, but probably in a year or something, they're going to buy a skin, right?
I mean, yeah, I bought a skin. I'll say.
Yeah.
You bought an Arcane skin?
You were gonna buy?
No, I didn't buy an Arcane skin. I bought. I think I got the Hui skin for.
Hoi.
Wait.
I become like Arabic when I start.
We return to
Wait.
Qatar.
Kuwait, Brunei.
Kuwait. You know in Emirates, what is that one ad? Do they say return to Emirates or return to Dubai? Like, what is their slogan?
I don't know.
I was gonna say something and then I remember we're like on camera and like on a podcast.
You're like, I'm not about that. They can hear me audio saying it, but they can't hear my face.
It's one thing
saying
for the voice, it's another thing for the face. Like
Noah, say it, Noah.
return to Allah.
it. Is that a saying?
No,
You said it so convincingly.
brother.
No, I think you're on something.
No, but what do you guys think about Arcane in general? Season 2.
I felt
Felt right.
I was more emotionally connected to season 1. I felt like it would be very rushed, and like I think they could have spent like another season or another time. They definitely could have, but I'm not so sad with the way that they
wrapped
spent
it
it.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like so rushed to the point where like it just became useless. Like the second season was just a million different things at once. It was a lot of stuff.
No,
but,
it
like,
was though.
okay.
It was.
It felt like okay to me.
I felt like it was pretty rushed because I would have liked to see some more scenes between Echo and Vi. Like in the last like little bit of the Arcane spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched it, who's watching the podcast. But Echo and Vi literally did not even have like a single conversation after Echo came back from the other Arcane dimension, whatever.
Yeah,
like
you know.
he just came back, saved her, and then they like nodded, you know, like the protagonist grunts to each other, and then they just continued like fighting the bad guys. But like that wasn't there. Echo came back and he cared so much about Jinx, right? And they had like maybe a short interaction, but there's definitely things that I felt like could have been fleshed out some more.
I mean, I think that goes back to the fact that the show as a whole is losing money. They need to just
wrap it up,
pump stuff out, and then leave it.
And I mean, and it first started as like kind of a class thing. Like the whole show was about like, you know, you have Zahn, who is like essentially just like the hood. And then you have Piltover, which is just like rich, and they just use their money to keep making more money and everything, and they keep all the resources for themselves. And then the second season, they were just like
turned into like Arcane, like
never mind.
Arcane.
They were just like forget all of that. Existentialism, like, you know, if one mind controlled everything, like it just completely like just left the entire thing that they built.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting turn from what I thought it would be from the second season, in that, like, I will say, I did like Victor being the mage. It wasn't like so obvious that it like set up like, you know, everyone thought Rise was the mage that Jace got that stone from when he was a kid, who saved him in that storm.
I
100% thought that was Rise too. And like I was like, oh, this is how they're gonna lead into the greater Arcane. But I liked how it was very self-contained, and that was actually Victor, and like Victor the whole time is like doing some stuff. Although I was a little confused though, but like on which dimension? Like, is he traveling dimensions to do that? Like, is he traveling back in time to do that? That's what I was confused.
Yeah, that was kind of confusing. I agree.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I mean, I like Victor's character a lot in Arcane. I don't like the rework that they did to him in game.
It seemed very similar to Beyond the Spider-Verse. I think I sent you this meme.
What?
Like, there's just like there's one storyline of like the black guy getting the girl, and then there's the existential.
And they both sit off like a ledge, like peering over the city.
Okay,
and it's like romantic and shit.
I think,
and then there's like this one like extra dimensional being that's just like destroying everyththing.
To be fair, I think that's just a sign of the times. Like we've just gone like into like the multiverse, like alternate dimensions, just like everything.
We've gotten past like hero map mix up to multiverse mix up.
Yeah.
Like the Marvel hero mix-up was like the big trend.
Yeah, for a while.
First.
And that's all about multiverses, dimension hopping, like, and like I mean, like the whole like sitting on the ledge, like looking over the city. That's just like every couple, like just like
I know, but it's just kind of
you just sit on the ledge and then like it's just
so
like,
romantic, man.
You ever sit on the ledge with your girlfriend? Like I can't
just
find a
feels
suitable
romantic.
Not
ledge.
sit on a ledge, but I have stood and watched the edge of the city. Like,
Okay.
from a high vantage point.
Okay. Cool. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like trying to find a ledge in Plano that has a nice view is hard. Mostly just like water towers.
Yeah,
and,
I mean it's flat to begin
it's like
with.
residential
You
neighborhoods.
can't really
It's
see
like-
much, even if you were on a ledge.
Yeah, that's true. You go to Arbor Hills. Have a nice little time. For those of you that don't know, we are recording this in Dallas, Texas. Did we dox ourselves? Probably, but
Right, yeah.
In fact, I can tell you the exact address and coordinates.
I would appreciate if you did not do that. That would be ideal.
You just have like a Swedish man show up at your door, just like hello.
I heard
Hello
this
there.
is where we are recording the podcast.
Our sixth member. Hey, if you play healer, come.
Yeah, we actually will give
If
you
you
that
play
address.
DPS, don't come.
Yeah, if you play DPS, like get out of my sight.
Leave.
I'm done. Okay. What do we have next? Bees.
Nah, we got PJ's Christmas story.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, Christmas edition, guys.
Christmas
Holy shit! Look,
story.
Wait,
red,
actually, right before
red.
that-
Wait for it. Wait, red,
Purple,
red,
yellow, green.
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 Christmas, Christmas.
Wait, I did actually want to ask though, who is your favorite character from Arcane?
The
I
boy,
mean, for mine was Echo,
the boy
Arcade.
savior.
the boy savior. Yeah, Echo, the boy savior.
Echo's pretty cool, but I mean, I like Jace.
Jason's nice. The inventor.
Yeah. What about you know?
It's powder from Arcane.
Yeah, dude.
Powder,
Loki,
but not
Loki Jinx is like.
Jinx is pretty OP
And
too.
did towards the end, he was like, "Okay, I see you."
I know Jinx. Jinx so slick, bro. She lived, by the way.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
I believe in the live theory too.
Yeah, me too.
I strongly believe in this.
Not just because I want. I really want to.
Yeah.
It's biased, but it does also, I think, true.
I don't know.
They
if
show the
if I'm
whole-
playing the Jinx, I think she does.
If PJ's playing the Jinx, she always lives.
And we win.
True.
Okay, Christmas.
Okay. Yes. I guess I have a few stories. The first, I guess, is you guys. So the last few Christmases have actually been pretty like nothing. I didn't really do much. I don't even remember what was happening last Christmas.
I gave you my heart.
The very next day, you gave it
cop.
away.
And I was in New York, I think, last Christmas.
Oh, romantic.
It wasn't.
I don't think New York.
He lives in New York,
It
for
was
context.
probably a rating.
He lives actually exactly at
Rats the size of dogs.
something.
There's like gunshots every other day.
But this Christmas I actually had a lot of going on. Like in the morning was Cal's birthday.
Of course.
Not just in the morning, but general on that day. So
Shout out Cal, happy birthday, belated birthday. I forgot to wish you a happy belated birthday. Cal will see it on the episode.
yeah, very good. So we went to the temple and then we went to Saranava and after, and then like I couldn't eat too much but I did anyways because.
Okay.
But
For days
it's like
summed
for lunch, we had to go to another like family friend's house, and then to eat there. And then we had to we just brought like a bunch of kids. I don't know. For some reason, we just got all the kids of that like family friend group over to our house, and then I had to entertain them a lot.
Do you do magic?
I didn't do magic. I played chess and played soccer. And then we had another evening Christmas party with people where we were doing a Secret Santa thing. The person that I got, I don't know if anyone, if you have ever met her. Her name is Anive.
No.
No.
But basically she's in dental school. So like in addition to the actual legitimate gift I got, I was just like, let's do a fun joke gift. So I got like a dental goodie bag type thing.
That is pretty funny. Give her a toothbrush.
And it was a toothbrush, a
Toothpaste.
floss, of toothpaste, travel toothpaste.
Yeah.
I was going to try to actually go to my old dental place and get a legitimate dental goodie bag because it's like a specific plastic quality that they use. But I couldn't do that, unfortunately.
That's
So that's nice. I I got the Three Body Problem series. Because I
very
just
nice.
wanted it, in, like honestly, in the books. And I got 1948.
1984.
19... I always say 1948.
The prequel.
These are two
The
very-
prequel.
very different.
No, you didn't know. I got the prequel. Right
Very
there.
true.
You don't even know what happened in 1948.
Yeah, no.
True. True.
Yeah. What do you know about history, huh?
Well, I mean, I read
Nothing. You don't even care about history.
You don't even care about history.
I care about history.
Really?
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, you care about Napoleon Bonaparte?
Bonaparte.
We're all coming back.
These are all inside jokes for half people that should explain. But to continue my story, and I got a black beanie
Very nice.
because I just said I want a black beanie.
Is there anything on it? Or is it just plain?
It's an Under Armour beanie.
Ah, nice.
Yes. And I have my other beanie that I have is just like way too. It doesn't work. And then another
How does
beanie
a
I have
beanie
that
not
does
work?
work is
Too
just very
small.
Too
colorful.
small.
It's very colorful. So I just want like one that is more fashionable. Like that is nice with certain things, but if you're trying to go for like a serious outfit, you can't like top that on with a little like poof ball at the top.
I mean, why not?
The poof balls are
I mean, I
so
can. I
fun.
have done it, but I would want
I feel like
something more.
it sums you up very well.
With the poof balls?
Yeah.
Poof balls are for sailors, bro. That's their origin story. You guys don't know why the poof balls are in beanies?
No.
Okay, basically, beanies used to be majority worn by sailors. So when they were on boats or whatever, like a lot of turbulence up and down, right? And they would have low ceilings. So they would wear regular beanies, and then someone was like, let's put a football on top. So whenever the ship shakes and their heads hit the ceiling, little ball will protect them from getting any head damage.
I did not know this.
And so that's why there's a little ball in beanies.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Wow.
Stating the non-obvious.
yeah, we do both here. We do a little bit of both. Here
we
on the
do.
podcast.
We do a little
Um,
shenaniganery.
yeah, but I guess that was my Christmas day itself. It was a lot of going from place to place and doing all these things. Then on Friday, which is not really Christmas related, I guess it was just because
Around Christmas time.
we went to the same group that I had. At least the same like on my age group of the people I went to the party with on in the night. I went to a club for the first time. But I have been to like bar-like clubs before where they have a DJ and they're dancing and they're playing music and whatnot. But this is the first like legitimate club thing I've been to. Which is very interesting. Cal also came.
Oh, wow.
I did see that, yeah.
Which is an interesting experience. I guess so. We went to this one place in Bishop Arts called Tipsy Elf. First, I don't know if you have heard.
I've heard of it.
I think it's my first time ever even going to that area in Dallas.
Really?
No, I mean I've
Like
been
deep
to, I've been to the Pie Emporium like place. Obviously, we've been there,
Yeah.
but I haven't been to like the
Oh,
other
that's
side
okay.
of the street that like where these things were.
Yeah.
So we went there.
During the daytime, you would never know what these establishments
Yeah,
are.
yeah, for
Like,
sure.
it'd literally just be, like, desolate. Like,
Yeah. And I got a hot cocoa. I guess I did not drink during this time, but I got a hot cocoa,
wow.
and they made me
I
pay
mean-
$20 for the hot cocoa.
We got
$20?
we gotta do
So
it,
I
bro.
kept the mug. I kept the mug that they gave me with the hot cocoa. Yeah, the non-alcoholic one. They're just like, I honestly may have been more expensive because it was supposed to be $17 or something.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna keep this mug. I'm not gonna
Was
argue.
it a nice
with them.
one?
It was a nice mug. Yeah, it's a nice mug. I have a picture of the mug. So I did get the
We'll
mug.
post it on the Instagram.
Did you have to pay
Yeah,
to
it
get
was-
in?
No, we didn't.
Then that's why they charge so much for this. Normally they'll collect your cover.
I
Otherwise.
see. And then we went to that. I don't know. There's this one street in Dallas, which is my first time going there too, where they just have a bunch of clubs, and we just went from club to club. Like, I mean, to be fair, we got there like at maybe 10, which was like very early for these types of things. So it was
Very early.
completely desolate. We were the only group in every single place, and people started showing up once it was around 12 or so. But yeah, that was the night. There's this one place that did look pretty fun. They had like a bunch of games actually in this, like a bunch of like cornhole or like
Oh,
massive connect boards. Or I did a punching bag also for the first time too. I did it.
the punching bag.
The
The one
punching
with the
bag.
number.
Yeah, I think my highest one I tried twice and I got 850 or something.
That's pretty good.
850 or maybe 850.
Were there any that like had the NBA Jam?
No.
like,
I
arcade
didn't
style?
get 850. I got 814. Rain got 850.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, Narain. Big
Yeah.
ups.
What were you saying?
I said anything like arcade style, like NBA Jam. stuff
No,
like
there
that?
was no.
Was
There
that
were
a side
arcade-like
arcade?
things, but there was no NBA Jam. They had like more older arcade-like things.
Like
The
pinball and
Pac-Mans.
stuff?
Yeah, like a Pac-Man and pinballs.
It's nice. When you
Yeah.
said they had games, I don't know why I thought I was like, oh, like Smash. League of Legends.
Dope, personally.
Yeah.
I mean, we should do a drunk podcast episode. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, it's kind of impossible
Why is that impossible?
And we're gonna even organize it.
What do you mean, how would you organize it?
I'm not even gonna drink.
We organized the episode.
Exactly.
I'm not even
With
gonna get
alcohol.
drunk in the first place.
He's not gonna drink.
Yeah.
He will literally like punch us all for even trying to. He's like, do you even know what long-term damage you're doing to your bodies? You guys are such idiots, etc. And Noah and I would just be like,
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to make things fun for our listeners. I'm trying to like, spice
you know what?
spice it
Noah?
up.
I respect that.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck is up with these fools.
Yeah.
So that was my night. I don't know what you guys did. If you guys did anything.
I didn't do shit.
But I really didn't do
Past
much.
2 days.
We got some nice gifts.
Honestly, that's the best kind of like day. Is one where you wake up at 3:00 and then you eat food and then you go back to sleep and that's your day.
Yeah, that's peaks.
It's an interesting day. I can't say I've ever done that. I wake up at 3:00 and then eat food and then go back to sleep.
I don't
You
think
should
I've ever
try
done that either.
Maybe I try. Maybe I should.
Try it one
Dude,
day.
During COVID, never.
No, never.
No, dude, like let me tell you.
I think
cold
the
winter
latest
day-
I've ever woken up is actually like maybe 11:30.
No way.
Even that one time we did like a super late night or something. I didn't wake up like
This
I
man
feel
is a
like-
psychopath.
no my body I just cannot stay in bed.
We
past
did like
11:30.
sleepovers where you and I played Cuphead till like 4 a.m.
Yeah. But I don't think we woke up after. I don't think we woke up after 11:30.
Yeah, we woke up at like 11.
There's one time the next day we had to meet the Wyatt people
Oh, yeah.
in the morning, like an hour later.
Yeah.
Uh,
But we have recently done quite a bit together since the last time we talked about the podcast.
that's true.
Yes, sir.
Recently,
Yeah.
we did an escape room.
We did Minecraft.
After Cobb begging and
Oh,
begging
man.
for this escape room, he really tried and he got us
Escape
there.
room, I'd be like we all would have been down, but this Minecraft
The
experience.
Minecraft
Yeah,
experience was rough.
It was a miss.
It's
It was a miss.
It was a
But if you look at
humongous
the
mess.
like the advertising, like I sent you all the link and everything, and you're like, yeah, this
Dude,
looks
we
I
good.
trusted you.
Carl.
I trusted
We all
you.
trusted
You
you,
said
Carl.
Minecraft escape room, and I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
That sounds sick. I'm going.
Because that's what it was marketed as.
Yeah,
So I trusted them.
Did they not have any video of the actual thing?
No,
Oh my god.
No.
Did they have a recommended age group at least?
Oh, that is a scam.
they just said like 8+.
That is 100% a scam.
But that's the same thing for anything
Look.
like escape room, like any regular escape
Like
room.
this is for all like the viewers at home. Like if you see a Minecraft experience coming to a location near you, that is a scam. Do not go.
Well, if you're not a kid.
Yeah, if you're like 5, bro.
Dude,
Dude,
if you're 5, play Minecraft. You will have the same amount of. You won't even
You'll have
know.
more
You'll actually have more fun.
Yeah.
You'll
To be
have
fair,
fun.
if it was just us in there, I
Yeah.
feel like we would have made it fun.
Yeah, because
Wow,
we would have had to break the place.
Yeah, we would have actually had to
We would
buy
have
the
had to
place.
cause property damage to make it fun.
Yeah.
Fair.
Someone would have actually had to. We would have had to mine the place in order to make it fun.
Yeah.
You're mine.
And then like turn it into like I know some parkour thing,
I don't
and then
know.
somehow escape out of this.
Make
Like,
our
I
own
don't know.
escape room.
Like
Yeah.
basically, like if you've ever been to like one of those like museum or like attractions where it's just like an overhead projector on the floor and like when you step on it, like it like has like little like motion graphics or whatever, like the flowers move or whatever. Imagine that, but it's like the whole thing. It's just that.
It's
Just
really bad,
walls with that.
And you think you can like mine stuff, but no.
No,
Like,
you
they
have
give
to
a
stand in one
brick.
place and then you have to like
They give you
do
a
this.
small little cube, and then you just do this
Yeah.
in front of
you
screens.
just like jerk off in front of like the screen with your cube and then like you just
And then you can step on stuff during the ground. Do it. And I was wearing like a black jacket, and so apparently when I would step on things on the ground, it wouldn't sense anything. Like I couldn't pick anything up. I couldn't mine anything, and they're like, yeah, because you're wearing a jacket, it's not gonna work.
yeah, and then
That's
we
not
and then we
much,
paid
like,
like what, like $50 for it, like 40
Yeah.
$50.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Okay, that was that. It's just I had a little bit of hope in the beginning when we were in the first
The first room.
Yeah.
The first round, like,
It was like,
okay,
yeah.
this is, but that was just like all the interactions you will do. I never realized was just that.
I didn't think it was
Was
just that
just
either. I
literally
thought it
just
was like changed from room to room.
But then, like, I was losing hope gradually as I saw the ages of the kids, the people
That joined
that were
our party.
engaging.
Yeah.
And then the first one we went into that like display thing, I was like, maybe this is gonna like the first stage we click these buttons and then something's gonna happen. But no, we just clicked.
You're like,
Those
get as
buttons
many
for, like-
resources as you can. We need to save.
yeah,
all
I thought
the
we'd be like
villagers.
saving up and like building something together and stuff.
Yeah,
But,
it doesn't
but
track the
if you look at like the
resources.
reviews on this thing,
Yeah.
like just like blindly looking at reviews, it's like the most you think it's the most
Dude, they're
incredible thing
review
ever.
farming 1000%.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it worked.
It did. How many people like us do you think even went?
I don't know.
I'm sure some other
I'm
people
I'm sure
got
a few,
baited.
yeah.
I feel like there's got to be like a whole like just like sport we're unaware of, just like extreme review farming. Like you just got like some guy in China who's written like 8 million positive reviews, and like he's just like responsible for like half of like the commerce in North America.
Yeah, that's so funny.
But then this time we did something much
This
better.
time we went to an escape room.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
one we've been to.
Which
Wild
Yeah.
West.
Yeah, not an exact room that we've been
No,
to, but
but
an area
the
we've been
place,
to.
yeah.
The place we went to. Which it was nice.
I mean, we know this is a good
Yeah.
reputed
Yeah, I mean,
escape
It's a
room.
reputable place.
The puzzles were inventive, I will say, like the spittoons.
The Splatoons was good.
The shooting, I
The shooting
never,
was
I
good.
never
Yeah,
even
yeah,
anticipated
yeah,
that.
yeah.
There's a Wild West theme escape room for anyone.
Yeah.
And there are
Yeah.
cool codes and stuff that we gotta like decrypt and everything, and like riddles and stuff. So I don't know. Overall, pretty good. Some stuff I was like, I don't know how they expected us to figure that out.
Yeah.
Bro, like the cans,
Oh,
turning the
yeah.
cans
Turning
around.
the cans around and look at the images.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
But dude, I felt like we had too many people. Like for 7 people.
For that room,
Yeah,
I
for
think
that
we had too
room.
many.
Yeah, but
I
think
like.
other
I've
rooms-
seen other places like
It's a big.
if there were more connected rooms
at Red Door,
for sure.
I think
Red
it
Door's
would've been-
bigger,
Red Door's
yeah.
humongous.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
That room was way too.
So
small.
for me, that was like a solid escape room. I don't think it was my favorite escape room that I've been to of all time, but it definitely was not the worst.
7 out of 10.
we got handcuffs, so that was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did like that. Yeah.
He's like, yeah,
You would like
hey,
that.
hey guys.
hey. I'm always down.
Yeah.
She said like police grade handcuffs, and you're like, really?
Really?
You don't say.
They don't even sell those on the black market.
Can I take these with me?
I
Like,
don't even know the white market. I don't know.
Nah, but it wasn't. I mean, it was good. It was just solid. It was like I think like above average.
It was, yeah, it's just a little above average. I think.
Yeah.
That's what I would say about it.
Yeah.
But then we played this game, the debatable.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Switch, which maybe someone can explain the rules, but before I do, I will just preface that Cobb is very good at this game.
I don't think
He
I.
is very good at this game.
Cobb like almost ran.
Maybe
through the
for
whole
our
group.
audience, he's very good. So,
I mean-
so basically, the way the game works is just like,
Debate.
yeah, there's like some topics.
Yeah.
There's a deck of topics, and the main gist of the game is you have 2 people. One person takes the pro side. They agree with
Okay,
the
you're
topic.
just describing a bait. The cool thing about it is that they force you to use these like strategy cards that like have like, you know, like weird shit, like use a Baby Yoda voice, or like, you know,
No,
use
that-
made up science,
Yeah.
or like, you know, insult your opponent, right? And like you're forced to use those, right? So like it's like forced to be like funny. And yeah, like if you know anything about us, you know we did debate because like it's all we talk about. We have nothing else that goes on in our lives. Like we did 2 years of high school debate, and then ever since then it's been like just downhill.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, for us it was just like it's a little bit of like reliving the old glory
I feel like
days.
this is more of an extemp thing, though. This
Yeah,
is
this feels
Yeah,
like
yeah,
extended.
Cobb,
yeah.
like no
do
matter
everything on the spot.
you don't win by engaging with the other person's argument. You win by like emotionally appealing to your audience.
It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity in that sense, because
Yeah.
it's not necessarily about making the best, like most logical arguments or anything. It's just about being funny.
Yeah, it
And
really
the funnier
is.
you are, like the more votes you'll get.
Yeah.
So it's pretty simple, but basically it was all of us, my girlfriend, Noah's girlfriend, and then Cobb was just running through everyone,
Yeah,
like saying
Cobb-
some really egregious
Oh.
stuff, like stuff
Something we are not going to repeat.
I definitely would not
According to
repeat
my
on the
man Adolf
podcast.
Hitler.
Okay.
If it ever left the room, Cobb would just be done.
But
for.
I mean, those were the strategy cards they
Yeah,
handed
but
to me.
part of the thing is like he was forced to say these things.
yeah,
also,
they did
to some
force his
extent.
hand, but
Or like
it was
the
crazy.
side of the topics that I was given. Like I just had to.
Yeah, some of it was really bad. Some of it was like, we'll give an example of just the topic, and then you can draw your own conclusions from there. But it was women are less intelligent than men, basically, or like men.
Yeah,
are-
and like you have like you're assigned a side, so like you have to say
you're assigned like yes or no. So,
So he was decided that they are less intelligent.
yeah.
yeah.
So I just like had to make an argument for it.
yeah, so obviously some questionable things were said, but
Yeah, it feels like
But
a very
funny nonetheless.
yeah, it feels like a Cards Against Humanity type game. Like that game also has very questionable stuff too.
very, very cool.
yeah,
True.
it definitely does.
But I mean, Cobb is his delivery. He's like the way he imbued the emotion into the delivery.
He was walking around.
Phenomenal. But and the way he used the space.
He was in his face.
Yeah,
Looks like our battery is low.
it's quite low.
That's just my.
It's okay.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
It just happened though.
Yeah.
But yeah, he used the space the way he like paused at certain points.
Yeah.
The only like the speech I thought could match that was when Jith had like he had two strategies he had to use where he had to use baby voice and he had to like use Yoda's voice. And like he gave this conclusion speech that was like he first started off with Yoda and then he immediately switched into the baby voice. That was also really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's just like a game while making stuff up.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
You literally just yap, bro.
Yeah.
It is a fun game.
It's
I
a
like
good game.
the yapping is a very fun
We may
game.
try and do a more PG version of it on the podcast. So
I think that would be cool.
keep an eye out for that.
There's no way.
We can do it.
We can do it. Yeah,
There's
we can
no
100%.
Just have some faith. We can do it.
Okay. You just have to like cut out all of like
Yeehaw.
the really egregious shit.
It's just the strategies. It's the strategies that are just like not it.
Quote Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is one of the strategies.
Yeah, this is not. But I feel like Cobb really he became.
I was born for it.
Adolf Hitler. Like he really
Well-
imbued the strategies. You know.
Yeah, he used them very well. Like there were some, I will say there were some questionable ones. I feel like that people did, and the strategies did not like seem clear to me. That like, oh, this strategy would make you say this questionable comment.
like Noah's was something I don't know, but he just made about the relationship the whole time. I don't know what that was.
It's like,
Look, it's because I had to change the subject. And, like,
Change the subject.
the thing that was kind of on my mind was just the fact that like Viswa and his girlfriend were like, you know, like I was like,
Okay.
I'm worried for my man. All right,
Yeah, that was so goofy.
my bro's going through
that was
it.
some shit. And at least Cobb, he was just like when it told him, when it said you had to say some questionable, it's like the questionable stuff he said was just like what he's been told to say.
No.
Or like I had one where I just my two strategies was you're shocked and you're worried.
That one was so key. Every speech Cobb started, he was like, "I am shocked."
and
I'm worried.
Well, I had to. Yeah, I mean, I had to make sure my strategies were evident.
He was in fact shocked and worried.
And it got me votes. People were worried for me.
Yeah, I was shocked and I was worried. Like I too was shocked and worried.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But where did you get that game from though?
Yeah. What was that from?
Okay, funny story. So like basically I got it for my birthday from Samantha and then I promptly forgot about it. And then my parents got it for me on Christmas. And Samantha was like, "Hey, I already got you that game." I was like, "Oh, you did." And I was like, "I should bring that because I'm meeting with the boys later."
Well, I'm glad you brought it, Noah. This
Yeah.
was a good game.
Yeah, so it was a good game. Very funny.
I guess also for reference, Puck was there too. But he lost immediately to the might that was Cobb.
The unstoppable force that was
Yeah.
Alberto.
You know, I did. I was in. I forget if it was Octos or Dubs at Nats for.
I thought you were talking about here.
Yeah,
I was like, dude,
It's like-
I was like, dude, it is not that deep.
for Nats Extemptivate.
I wanted to do impromptu at
Wait, that's like the placeholder event they get everyone to do, right?
I mean, that's just what West does.
Oh.
That's like if you're eliminated, you do that. So it's like the competition was not amazing.
wait,
but-
they do impromptu if you get eliminated.
No, I chose Extemptivate. You can pick. You can pick Extemptivate or Impromptu.
What's the difference?
Impromptu is like more random topics that you just like talk about for a minute, but Extemptivate's like you actually have a topic and you like have prep time.
You have prep time.
It's like you do a PF round.
Oh, you get like
basically.
30 minutes of prep.
Impromptu.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
30
no.
minutes
So
of prep, yeah.
in impromptu, I think you get a full like a grand total of 7 minutes and you can actually spend however much time you want thinking. Obviously, people are not going to spend a lot of time thinking because the more time you spend on the speech, the more impressive it is, and
Yeah.
the more likely you'll get better scores. But you can spend like a minute thinking and then just talk for 6 minutes.
Except debate is like a PF round, but you get the topic like 30 minutes or an hour before.
Yeah.
And it's just like a mini, really fast PF round.
Just real quick, like we've been talking for a while. We haven't like recorded any gameplay. I'm like wondering like how that's gonna go.
It's not.
Don't worry, guys. You guys won't be able to see the game. But also, nothing really interesting has happened. I've just been destroying them the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, not even.
They cannot prove otherwise. And so,
Are we planning to like record anything? Like
No, we're just playing because we're dopamine like
Yeah, we're
deprived.
dopamine deprived people.
Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, our
Like it's really
viewers
bad.
are also dopamine deprived. Like
What do you mean? They're looking at Jit.
Shouldn't we provide
Oh,
them?
That's my vote for president.
Okay.
I mean, shouldn't we be like providing them with like some like Subway Surfers ass like gameplay? Just like
Yeah, you know what?
We'll put Subway
We
Surfers on.
definitely
it's not even the game we're playing.
Who wants to do that? Dude? That's so basic.
No, but I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
So you remember like a while back there was that question going around that was like, are there more doors or are there more wheels in the world?
Yes.
Well, this is kind of
We debated this
yeah.
at some point.
We did on the podcast, which you should check out. But this is a new kind of reskin version of that.
Okay.
Are there more eyes or more legs in the world? And this has to be organic. Like table legs don't count. Like this has to be on organic beings.
Define organic.
Like living beings, I guess. Are there more
So
eyes?
you have thought about this. What is your take on it?
I think 100% it has to be legs for me personally because all insects have like far more legs than they do.
And there are a lot of insects.
There's a lot of
It's like
insects.
spiders, bro.
It's like,
Also,
what is-
Spiders have
Spiders
eight
have eight
eyes
eyes
and eight
too.
legs.
Like
They're
what counts
neutral.
as an eye and what counts as a leg?
I guess something that they can perceive some visual input of the world through would be an eye.
I mean, because like you've got like really like basic like like light detectors on like
that counts.
on like
That
you know,
counts.
yeah,
That counts.
because like in that case like you've got like insane amounts of like these like little amoeba like
But they
like
also
microscopic.
But I mean, flagella would then be counted as legs.
You think?
I think so because I mean, it
Flagella?
lets them move around their
I mean,
environment.
I don't know. Like, is that like real? It's like a tentacle. Like by that logic, there's like a tentacle leg.
I don't know about tentacle, but I mean, because tentacles, they're not.
I mean,
guess
like how many legs does a squid have? Right? Like,
Eight,
Oh,
Yeah,
right?
tentacle.
what? I mean, like,
Oh, yeah, that's
like
a
an
good
octopus.
question.
Like,
Yeah, do they not have
like
the same?
I mean, those are tentacles. Like, right?
I mean, no, because squid have 8 legs and 2 tentacles. Like they have those 2 tentacles.
Well, are those legs? Like,
No, the tentacles are not legs because they don't use them to move around. I'm
Well, so
pretty sure.
anything you use to move around is a leg by that logic.
I think so.
I don't know if I agree with that person because like by that logic, it's like you're saying
Like as
that-
the main form of motion. Like your arms you can use to move around, but they're not your main form of motion.
but by that logic, it's like fish fins, like
Those
know,
are not counted as legs. Those are not developed as legs.
But
Okay,
they
but
use
then
them to move.
that's going
Like, but
against
then
the
what about
definition, I guess.
tentacles? Like tentacles aren't developed as legs,
I mean, they have specific legs.
do they?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Camera's dead.
We'll just continue recording audio. That's fine. Even if the
I
camera's down.
mean, what do we do for the visual?
We'll just put in Subway servers.
Okay.
You guys can
I like
enjoy
this.
it.
High quality podcasting.
Yeah.
I know you guys were all excited for this like Subway Surfers gameplay.
Wait, so I guess it always comes down to how you're defining these things and whatnot.
I guess we get to define it. So how are we going to define it?
I think for it to be a leg, like it has to be like articulated. It has to like
What do you mean articulated?
like it has to have I don't think a tentacle is a leg personally. Like it has to
Has
have
some
joints.
joints?
Yeah,
Okay, but an octopus doesn't have. So an octopus has no legs.
yeah. It has tentacles,
Okay.
and like a fish doesn't have legs; it has fins.
Okay. So it's saying articulation is.
But
the
then
definition.
you limit to the legs definition to all like vertebrae or like all.
Yeah,
No, I mean insects. They're articulated.
yeah.
At least
Insects.
they have a
They're not-
skeleton.
Isn't
They're
this
invertebrates.
ableist, guys?
Yeah, what about people without legs? They're not even human.
What do you mean?
Is that what you're saying?
I mean, according to my man Adolf Hitler.
Okay.
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 I think it's so
Perhaps
funny
we should. What?
that we lost camera Because this is such a stating the obvious thing to happen. Like, let's be so for real. Like, having an IRL episode and then our camera dying on us. But it really should just
get
be.
saved, right?
I mean, yeah, it does get saved. I hope. Oh god. But
we just got all that audio. Be like, this is like the first like visual podcast. You can see us. We're all here.
we'll just put a picture of us.
Picture of all of us, and then Subway Surfers.
We just need to like cut out like our like jaws, like make them move like when we talk.
Literally like cheap
You have a big editing bay.
Yeah.
Checking that.
A tall,
Forever.
a Wembanyama sized task.
Yeah.
Dude. Like I saw like a Wemby like cardboard cutout in San Antonio. That shit scared me.
Yeah. But anyway, Noah, you have not answered me. Eyes or legs?
I mean, like again, it all depends on the definition.
Okay, we're defining legs as articulation.
Yeah, but like eyes then.
So then what are you defining eyes as?
Like you've got like eye spots, right? Like you've got those like tiny like groupings of cells that just
Like
exist.
it just has to be its own organ.
Okay, like
Sure,
like
okay.
a distinct light sensing organ. Like,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think that's how they define eyes, anyways. Like legitimately.
Okay, but well then
Like
by
a
that
light-sensing
logic, I
organ.
think eyes are like easily the winners, because like all the microscopic like organisms like would have eyes but no legs.
But that it's not an organ, right?
I mean, the microscopic organ, are they light sensing? Or are they just like motion
just
sensing or like
photoreceptors?
something sensing?
I mean, I think they are photoreceptors.
Photoreceptors.
Yeah, I mean that's what it means, right? Like they sense light.
Yeah.
So are we saying that?
So it means they take photos.
They receive photos.
So are we saying that that it has to be like, does unicellular organisms count?
Yeah,
Why
Because
does
that's
that
not an
matter so
organ.
much?
That's
I
not
feel
an
like this is.
It's a
will this
definition
make the
debate.
difference?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about whether or not you count microorganisms.
because they're just infinitely many more. Maybe not infinitely, but
I mean, way more. Like
Yeah. Let's just not count microorganisms just to make this more interesting.
Yeah.
so,
okay.
well, what is the threshold then at that
Just to
point?
make it more interesting.
But like, what is the
okay, multicellular
It has to be multicellular.
Like is a
Multicellular.
like a the TARDIS?
tardigrade?
Tardigrade, does that count?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's multicellular.
I think that thing
Little
has
water
legs.
bear.
To be honest, I think.
yeah, I
that
think it
that
does.
has legs.
very nice.
But it's like
And
like
it
there's
don't- and it doesn't have eyes.
like a protoplasm, you know.
There are a lot of tardigrades. Like
True.
just on tardigrades alone, maybe you might even be able to settle the debate.
I don't know about that, but I
I
just
don't
think
know about that.
insects,
'Cause,
having
like-
all those insects, like there's trillions of insects.
Yeah, but
I
they're
mean,
like
there's trillions
they're
of
like
insects,
trillions of tardigrades per like water
small,
molecule.
the smaller you
Okay,
go,
what
the
about
more you
cockroaches, guys? Like, I feel like that just cockroaches is clear. No, aren't there like?
get. I mean, okay, like however many like cockroaches or whatever, like you're gonna have like more organisms the smaller you go.
Yeah, we're just defining it as multicellular, right?
So it's like the winners are gonna be like the smallest things that have legs versus the smallest things that have eyes.
I don't know what the smallest things are.
No idea. All right, I it's a wash.
Okay.
It's a wash. I go with legs.
Yeah, me
I go
too.
with eyes. I go with eyes.
I go with eyes and legs.
Like my
Okay.
intuition is that like there are more organisms with eyes. Than
I like the
organisms with legs.
tardigrades.
Like you're gonna have organisms that like have eyes but no legs because they're too small.
You're too small.
Thanks. That's what you said.
Okay.
I just want everyone to know. You can't see anything, and you don't really know anything. But I've been cooking the fuck out of banana,
Damn, bro.
and I just killed Cobb too. So it's literally such light work.
I mean,
It's
we're
actually
gonna-
capping right
we
now.
want to save the.
I think what just happened is I
Such-
just cooked it and
such
then
insanity.
they called
Alright.
just spiked him off.
Cobb, play the clip. Cobb, play the clip.
All right, I'm saving the replay.
We're saving the replay. It's been saved.
Okay, well,
Don't even worry about it, guys. You will be able to see me and Noah in HD.
Just like interspersed between the
Literally
Subway
just
Surfers, and we just
reading
have like
them
this
in.
like one
Plano
snap
is-
slip.
they're begging for help. They're just please.
if the audio
Stop it.
is recording, we did not say any of this.
You know, we should just like input like the old Smash clips we have on my Switch, like the whole like Jigglypuff thing.
Oh
and, like,
yeah, we could do that.
or,
I
like-
guess.
Just Jigglypuff loop for 40 minutes, 15 minutes.
I mean, I personally,
You know who I'm gonna play?
What?
I'm gonna play Luigi. My guy, Luigi.
Luigi, my god.
Luigi,
Luigi's Mansion.
Maniju. I don't even know how to pronounce the last name. But what a guy.
What a guy.
What an interesting fellow.
I mean, I'm not saying he's guilty, but if he was, what a guy.
If he was what a guy is so funny.
I mean, look. I mean, personally, I think he's entirely justified. Like, I have no sympathy whatsoever.
But I mean, did like a guy personally do anything? I mean, I don't know.
He's a
I don't think
CEO.
it's-
Of course he
I don't
did.
think it's justified
He's the
to
CEO of
just-
United Healthcare. Like,
I don't
what do you
think he's justified to just like kill him, but like,
I mean, like,
do I think he's guilty of
I think you
doing?
can just run around.
Do I think
like,
he's guilty of doing like
Bad
egregious stuff?
yeah, but I don't know if you can just
Look, if
kill
you,
someone to solve that.
Yeah.
if you want to be all deontological about this, I'm like, personally, I think if you made it the rule that if you saw a CEO, you had to cap them, I think the world would be a better place.
But then there would be no companies being
Yeah, good.
run.
no companies at all, even startups. Can you imagine you're just a startup owner and someone's like, oh, you
You start up your one employee, it's just you.
he just
You
kills
would
you.
be the CEO anyway.
Hello, sir. Bang. Gun.
That would be too funny.
For Joker's neutral special, he has a gun.
So did Luigi Mangione.
True.
Luigi Mangione.
I visited not on purpose.
You
I
visited
visited the site.
Not on purpose, but I was walking by it. weekend-
You were rocking by
The
while it
weekend,
happened.
the weekend after.
Like where it happened?
Yeah, the weekend after.
Like the
it happened.
McDonald's? No, where he
No,
got
no.
shot.
Where he got shot.
Yeah.
Where was the McDonald's that he got found in?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that
like
was not
farther
anywhere.
away.
Do you guys think it's like a little odd that he just had everything that he used for the crime on him?
I mean, I legitimately think it's not out of the question that
You
he's just
say
like
it was all
framed.
part of the plan.
Wait, I mean, it just isn't it a little odd?
It could be. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, it seemed like he wasn't. Okay, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that doesn't make sense. Like, if he was carrying all of his, like, you know, manifesto stuff on shit on him, right? Like, that implies that, like, he would want to be like, yeah, I did it. Like, you know, like, I'm doing it for the cause. But, like, Luigi came out saying, I'm I'm innocent. Like, it's not me. So, like, it doesn't line up, right?
Like he pleaded innocent.
Pleaded not guilty.
Yeah, exactly. It
Really?
doesn't line up, right? So, like, why would you carry all that shit on him if his plan was to plead not guilty? Like, he would only want to carry that stuff on him if he wanted to make it clear that he did it.
I don't know.
Well, you know what? That's a good point.
I have not done this analysis like you know.
So, like, it doesn't make sense for him to carry all that shit on him, which is why I think it's like honestly, it's entirely possible that they just like framed the guy just because they needed somebody.
And
The guy that they brought in.
Yeah, Luigi. It might not have been Luigi.
I'm
Luigi
betting-
might have been
Mario.
like let's be real. It's the NYPD we're talking about here, right? They'll plant crack. They'll plant whatever.
Which I don't know enough about it to
I was
comment.
like, oh, you maybe that. Yeah, I don't know either. And it's just very shocking. It's right. It's like very close to Mishka's office too.
I
Oh,
mean,
where it happened?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of concerning.
I mean, I'm not personally worried.
By the way, as Luigi, I just destroyed someone in the streets. that speaks neither to their case or anything like that. I could still be on the jury.
I saw Nintendo have a
How
draft
did-
I don't
year.
think
Dude,
you
how
can.
did-
Is
how
this
did
not
they-
in New York?
How do
Is this
they
not
get
New York?
a
trial?
like an
Unbiased
unbiased jury for this?
You can't.
You can't. There's no way.
Like I mean, like honestly, you can say that about a lot of public cases, like Trump
you hire
or like
from
whoever.
an Indian consulting group.
Even they'll know, bro.
Yeah, they'll all know.
It's just like the CEOs of all the other health insurance companies, like Cigna and like whoever else, like just sitting there on the jury.
It's just a bunch of CEOs in the jury.
Being on the
I wonder
jury.
how that will go for him.
Guilty instantly.
Frame one guilt. Yeah, well, I mean, that's just the current state of things. But it's kind of scary how many people are like, you must murk every CEO. Like, I remember, I think a week after this happened.
Yeah, there was that other girl who also got caught, like, who was trying to kill Blue Cross Shield CEO. And
Yeah,
she was
that's
like, yeah, I was
insurance.
inspired by this Luigi guy.
Yeah, CEOs are like fucking scared for their lives right now.
Good.
There are a lot
So
of.
maybe they'll do
I
something
heard,
positive
I heard
for,
there are
like,
a lot
the
of all the healthcare CEOs are like trying to band up together to help the State Department's case for Luigi.
Probably.
Against Luigi.
That makes sense.
But my question is, if he's such an important CEO, like, where was his security? Like, I figure he would have
Security only works like a
Only
certain.
getting some pasta.
I think it's
I mean, I
just like he
figured he
just
would've had
didn't
some
think it was
security.
necessary, right? Like,
Maybe. But I figured it.
I mean, if you're the first CEO to get shot, like you're not gonna think that you're gonna get shot, right?
No one ever thinks they'll be the first. But then
I'm sure the other CEOs have been shot before. Like,
Yeah.
there's no
I
way.
mean,
this
yeah,
guy's
but
the
like
first.
it's been a while, like
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like
I guess.
I don't know.
I do guess.
Like personally, like I think that like it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
But what about there's that I remember seeing this on Reddit. It was like Chipotle increased prices like by like $1 or something. Like,
Oh, yeah.
A week after this happened,
It was big
and everyone was like,
Chipotle's
find
like,
him.
Who's the CEO? Who's the man?
Who's behind this?
didn't Chipotle just get a new CEO too? Like the Taco Bell guy is now Chipotle CEO?
What?
Yeah, what the heck?
I'm pretty sure.
I think
It's
it might
like,
have-
we're going Chipotle
I vaguely
now.
remember hearing about
Dude,
that.
Chipotle is just too expensive.
Really? Even in UIUC?
It's more expensive than UIUC.
Than Dallas?
I think so. Apparently, that's actually one of the busiest Chipotles in the world. When I do
Really?
this.
Really?
Yeah,
I like Chipotle.
I like it too. Like, don't get me wrong. But
It's sometimes like there's never been a place, like a casual fast food place where I've been where I'm just like, I'm craving this. Except for Chipotle.
yeah,
Really?
I mean, yeah,
I've
I'm sure
Taco
Jit has
Bell?
had like Taco Bell and whatnot. I've never had a Taco Bell crave. It's always just been
I've never had a
only
Chipotle
one is
craving
just a
personally.
Chipotle.
Chipotle is just good. Except when they give you actually 0 portions.
I mean,
Yeah, you need to find the right place.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's this one place I found. There's just like a bunch of Mexican like maybe
just a bunch of
middle-aged
Mexicans there. Just
bunch of middle-aged Mexican women, and they especially if you're like go in like some sweatpants or something and you look like you came back from the gym, they just stock you up with everything.
Renee has found the technology.
you just need to look like you need the food desperately.
And they're just like, this poor child, they probably need it to give you everything.
You must look famished. You must look starved.
I'm hungry. Speaking of,
Yeah.
Yes.
we end the podcast now. We already don't have video.
But we have.
Now
Are
we
you
might as well
kidding
not have audio.
It's just
It's just
another
like-
hour of
Just white noise that Cobb edited.
Low percent Lucina versus high percent Brian Plan and Bayonetta. Who wins?
Let's listen up.
I mean, honestly, yeah, like
Or it is Cobb. Piranha Cobb.
yeah,
Piranha.
Cops Piranha playing his.
Dude, this is so stressful. You guys can't see what's going on. We'll insert the clip
Piranha.
if you watch the video.
Piranha Cobb.
Oh,
Cobb. Cobb.
Cobb, I believe in you.
Piranha Cobb.
Cobb, you're so good at Piranha Plant. Like, I just want to say that. Oh, let's go. All right,
no
Renee,
idea
you're the
what to do.
best bait.
Guys, play the footage. Put the footage. Okay. Everyone listening. Please go to YouTube, watch this episode of Stating the Obvious. Just stick around till the end. I know it's a big ask, it's a tall ask, but you need to see me do this. You need to see me kill literally all of them. Noah didn't do anything, sorry.
What did you talk about? I curse him. I lay my curse upon
That
him.
is
Oh
true.
yeah, the Noah
It
debuff.
is a scientific
the famed,
fact. As soon as I start complimenting somebody when they're playing Smash, they will die.
the
Like,
famed Noah debuff. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to our first hybrid episode of Stating the Obvious.
Maybe we'll do another.
Maybe we'll do another hybrid episode. Maybe
will we
we'll
have the
That'd be
camera?
maybe
like,
we'll start
on full
using our
charge?
webcams. Maybe we'll charge our cameras. But
Maybe
thank
we
you.
won't.
Yeah, maybe we won't.
Yeah, switch it up a bit.
Yeah,
You never know.
We're
We like to
unpredictable.
keep
You
guys
can't
on
predict us.
exactly. That's what we. So we got to be unobvious because everything we're talking about
Is
obvious. Thank you so much for listening. We hope to see you on listening to another episode. Saying the Obvious. We hope that you see us recording another episode of Saying the Obvious. What Monster Lull. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. What other buttons are there? There are no other buttons? No?
Hit another button that arbitrary button.
Go to the YouTube button.
Upvote.
Click the YouTube button. Upvote.
Thumbs up.
Leave a comment if you want to be our 6th in Marvel Rivals. And we'll see you in the next one.